drunk and dressed in costumes. I heard that.
This is how I make money,
Thank
KJ.
you, my
This is how we win.
It's literally Snoop's fault.
Here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Bar mitzvah, mazel tov. Andy Cohen chili dog.
It's food porn to me. It's not food porn.
Here and tonight at 8, 7 Central, Kraft Mac and Cheese is sponsoring it.
My name is Nick. I think we lost. Having most sense. We lost Betty. We lost him to jerky, fruit jerky, beef jerky, turkey jerky. You. What's going on?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me. I'm just saying some numbers and stuff. You see me?
Yeah, I see you.
Do you see Betty back here?
Yeah.
You wanna hop in? I don't have to show your face.
All right.
I know it goes.
Yeah, that works. Can you still hear me?
I still hear you.
Okay.
What's going on?
Is this it?
It's whatever. You want to hop on the camera? I won't put the video out there, but it'd probably be better to see you.
No, I'm not ready. Wait, is Petty here? No.
No, that's as much as we'll have of Petty today.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's all we have today.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, they really stepped it up, right? I mean, they didn't have
Yeah,
this
that's
on.
crazy. What's your background?
They let me insert a picture, and so I just put.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it might be our Houston trip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that might be him at like that.
Oh, yeah. I meant
Yeah.
the lights.
What kind of place was that? It was like a bar, but there was like a bunch
Game?
of. It's like it wasn't even just like an arcade kind of place. It was like there was like small sports.
Small sports, some bigger sports. It was just like, just what was it? Cornhole was there.
Cornhole.
It was just like, giant Connect Four. Like I
Giant
just feel
Connect
like
Four, yeah. Yep.
those are a lot of places. Had a stage, wasn't being used, but got some good pics on it. Yeah, that place was crazy.
Yeah, I have so many pictures from that night, and it's like everything. It's like a hangover night. like like
Yeah.
in the movie, it's like they get the pictures from the next day. It's like that's just like a wild night. We sent some random like we sent like some random girls with with half of our crew to a strip club.
Yeah, I never made it. I don't know.
We never made it either. We sent your Ohio friends with these random girls.
And Brendan and Connor?
And Brendan and Connor. They had
They had a good time.
Salt and pepper, baby.
Yeah, they had a good time.
What's the weather like over there?
Weather. It's
Oof.
32 and clear
32.
skies.
Blue Sky. Have you been on that app yet?
No, I don't. What is that?
It's a new app. It's like I don't know. It's I guess a new Twitter.
Like
It's
Truth?
Facebook. It's like supposed to be better than Truth. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll
I've
probably
never
look
heard
into
of
it. Blue Sky.
Yeah, do you have TikTok?
No, do you?
No, I do. I can't get
You
it.
see
now.
my face and like I'm just like staring at the letter K.
Yeah, I see that.
Let me see you. It's just it's
I already
hard.
did I mean, you can't see me anyway. I'm in just a dark room.
I think that's better still.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't get TikTok in my country or region. Like I can't even get it. Like if I wanted to get it.
Wait, like it's still not around?
Do you have it downloaded, the app?
No,
So if you didn't have it already,
you can't get it back.
You can't get it back.
So I had because we used like this app CapCut for like the video editing, and that I guess is owned by TikTok. So for a while, like for 2 days or for a while, for 2 days they didn't let us use it, but now I can use it. But I did hear something like that, like if you didn't download it before, you can't download it now.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I'm not really I do like Instagram. Like I'm on Instagram like that. So I usually just see reels that way. But
I've been
I
getting
don't like
sucked
that I can't
into
get it.
Facebook Reels.
Yeah, they'll get me. But you know what's hard about them is like you can't share them like you can share an Instagram. It's weird to send somebody like a Facebook
It's so weird.
message like, "Hey, check this out." It seems so formal.
What's he doing on Facebook right now?
Yeah, it's just so weird. But
I don't know. And now it's like, as weird as it is, it's like now I just keep getting like today specifically. It's just been like all these like pilot fights with the air traffic control person. And they're
uh
like, "You need to land," and he's like, "That's not what I do." And then, like, it's like, whoa!
what? Uh
It's like, why are these like just coincidentally going viral, or it's just like, cue the two plane crashes. Now give it to the algorithm,
yeah. Oh man, it's so weird. Yeah, that one yesterday was just terrible.
dude. The one
Like
yesterday, it's crazy.
just saw the videos from it.
You see, like the frigging crater.
Yeah, in the sidewalk. Oh
Dude,
my
it's
God.
insane. And so I'm watching like I'm like you saw all these posts. I'm watching this guy. He's at like Canes. He's at Raising Canes
I saw
drive-through,
that one.
and he's like, "Oh shit!" And then I called John because I'm like, "Wait, I think John did the Northeast Raising Canes." And then John's like, "Yo, did you see that video?"
Oh, that's his
He's
canes?
like, "That's my Canes." I'm like, "Oh, that's what I'm
Oh,
calling you for."
God, that's yeah. That sucks because I bet some people like just put their order in too.
Oh yeah,
Really feel for them.
I don't think I have an appetite anymore. Can I have my money back?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. No, you already
no, we're not
paid.
going to get any
Sorry.
business for the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was just fire everywhere. Oh, it was just terrible
Oh,
though.
that's crazy.
Yeah. It just
Um, and they were from Mexico.
you okay, you heard that too? Yeah, I wasn't sure if that
Like,
was just a
let's
rumor.
dive into this.
Like I didn't know if that was just a rumor, like people are spreading or
No,
if that was actually
they were from
true.
Mexico, and it's
I
like,
heard it was
man,
going to Missouri. Is that true? Like the plane
is
was
that where
going
they were?
to
That was their head next.
Springfield Branson is what I saw. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if them being Mexican changes it, like if that was wrong or not, but that's what I heard. But yeah, just I don't know. Some my dad was saying he had some theories about like, oh, the oxygen tank exploded or
I
something.
was saying that to John. I was like, since it was like a medical jet, like there had to have been something that made because there was like a fucking explosion.
Heard they were only in the air for like a minute.
Yeah, right up and down. It's like
Uh
as soon as the wheels lifted off ground is when they knew a problem.
yeah, have you ever seen that little tiny airport before?
I had. That's why I was also wondering if it was in that little Northeast airport.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd seen that too. Yeah, that's just crazy.
Man. So last time we talked, I don't even know what this is. This is a fat loser. We'll put this out on two fat losers.
Yeah, maybe it's like a
It's a
bonus
little bonus
special
app.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
Petty
Yeah.
sick. Petty sick today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone,
Everyone's sick of that guy anyway.
everyone's sick of him anyway. So it's like it's a good out. We got him
Yeah.
up here.
Well, good for you. It seems like you're really sticking to this regimented
Yeah, you see, I got
weekly
like some.
broadcasting
You can
schedule.
see. You can see some bones.
Oh, nice.
You know
Good for
what? You know what I
you.
learned? You have veins in your neck. Fat guys. Fat
Yeah.
guys. You don't realize there's veins that go up and down your neck.
Yeah. Uh, well, yeah,
Man.
it seems like the show's doing well. So you guys had some guests on.
Oh, it is soaring.
You still get the ratings like it used to on the old app?
So no, like it cut us off good on like so we used to like it used to track be like Anchor shout out.
Yeah.
It would be like you have this many views from iTunes or Apple Music. You have this many from Spotify, this many from Google. Now it's like Spotify bought it all, and they're just like, you have 5 listens on Spotify. I'm like, nah, but no one's listening on Spotify.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird like that.
So like, we can get up to like we can get our Spotify we can get our count up a little higher, but
At least to triple that to like 15 maybe. We'll see. So
yeah.
But yeah,
So
I'm not on Spotify either. Like, do you use Spotify regularly? Like,
no, but when I promote it, I'm like, hey, available on Spotify. we
yeah,
gotta, I
everybody's
gotta
always
figure something
sharing.
out.
Everybody's always sharing their end of the year stuff, and I just never. I'm never on Spotify like that.
And oh yeah, the recap or whatever. What the hell is it? It's
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do it. I think it's a recap.
yeah, it's a recap, but like it's like the cool thing to do at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Um, I sorry, blanked out. Andy Cohen
Yeah, I got
chili
a question
dogs.
for you, if that works.
Yeah.
Um, so you got a daughter,
Okay.
and what was the naming process like? Because I really like the name you picked.
Okay. So we went through. It started with a group note chat.
Oh, okay.
So you guys have any you and Corey? It's like, hey, grocery list group. So let's group note this chat. That's one of my favorite features is linking people in on the notes.
Oh, you can do that. I don't think I'm
So
really familiar with
you
that.
could like share your note, and then
Oh, okay.
you guys could both have access
You
to it.
could both edit it like a little doc or something.
So
I
yeah,
see.
yeah. So I shared a note, and then we were like coming up with boy and girl names. Are you guys gonna find out the gender?
No, we're not. So
What is
makes it
that?
even
Is
tougher.
that viral or something?
What is it? I don't know anybody else doing that. Everybody calls us crazy for doing that.
Phil's doing it right now.
Really? Because everybody I feel like is having a gender reveal. I feel like it's the opposite from
Oh
my
yeah,
point
well,
of view.
so I Phil first said that he's like they're just not they're gonna find out at the end.
But they
And
found out with the first one, right?
they knew the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, but then he said he's not. They're waiting, and then you just said it. So I'm like, what is this? A viral thing?
Yeah, I don't know, but like every time we said it, everybody's like, "Oh, you're crazy! I could never do that." And I was like, "Well, literally, like I don't know, 50 years, you couldn't even do that." So, yeah, you probably could if you really had to, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we're
like
gonna
the
try to not know. So it's been tough. So we just got to figure out boy names and girl names and go
yeah.
through it.
So what we did though was start a list of boy names and girl names. So we had our choosing.
Okay.
Um,
How
and
many
then like
how many names do you think you had? Like, do you
I
really make a
think
big list or?
a solid 6 on each side.
Okay, like real serious contenders.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like some joke ones like you're 7,
Yeah.
like uh but then like I think I would even like I hit Google a little being like what are some good names? I don't know
Yeah.
saying Google found that one, but like you gotta it's like research.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be probably like a unique name. I feel like if your name's Kieran, you can't just have like a Steve as a kid.
Exactly. Well, here's
So you
Joe
gotta,
Milliken.
yeah, you gotta somewhat continue the trend, but I don't think it would work as a junior. Um, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Like it's gonna be that's probably the toughest part. I think we got 4 months down. Courtney just said so. We got 5 months to go. So yeah, I guess we got five
Halfway
months to figure
almost.
it out. But
Wouldn't it be funny if you named what if you named your son Macaulay?
yeah, that'd be cool. I was thinking that like he'd be
Kieran and
Macaulay and I'd be
Macaulay.
Kieran. Yeah, it could work. I like that. I like that they call him Mac for
Yeah.
short. That'd be really cool. Little baby Mac,
Baby Mac.
baby Mac. So yeah,
Have you
it's
come
not
up
bad.
with any?
Might have to add that to the list. I mean, I have had a couple. I can't share them because they might actually be picked. So
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing is like I'm
The
not gonna share
7,
it.
yeah,
But
you don't
yeah,
want to share it. Someone takes it.
I only have like one boy name I like and one girl name I like. We're not really sold on the boy name, but I might keep fighting for it. But I just really gotta expand my search and kind of do a whole thing. So you think your parents had trouble with your name, or you're just like, yes, Nick, and then you just
I
probably
no, so
went their way.
I think there's a story of it's like my mom because my middle name's Dane.
Oh, is it? I always
But
I always thought that was a bit you did.
so I think my mom I think there was like an argument where it's like that was supposed to be my first name and my
Mm.
dad's like that's a fag's name. And he's like, nah. So then, like, they put Nicholas. And so, like, yeah. So I was thinking I was supposed to be
Damn, that's
Dane,
funny.
and then Nicholas was the compromise.
I think you really could have had a whole life as a Dane that would have been just as good, really.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, dude.
Dane Cook was big, and you'd have been like,
I'm the
like,
second
oh, dude,
Dane.
isn't that crazy? Like, you're funny, and your name's Dane too. Blah blah blah. Like, I think you really could have made a whole thing out of that. You could have made a meal out of that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The podcast would have been way popular if my name
It'd
was
be, I'd
Dane.
be on Dane and Friends right now.
Dane and Friends. Two fat Danes.
You'd have to find another fat Dane.
Yeah. This is Dane Rementer.
Yeah, I don't know what my name almost was really, but I know that my cousin Justin, I remember when they were coming up with names for him, and he was almost Jordan. And like we had a joke name for him. My cousin Mark would say like Sherbert, and so like we told that story when he was born, and he would freak out. He'd be like, "My name's not Sherbert," and then he would just like, "Oh, dude, it was the funniest thing." I think if I still bring it up, if I still bring it up, he doesn't really like it, but
Wait,
it
so
was just one of the
who's
funniest
Sherbert?
things.
Justin?
Justin was almost Sherbert. I mean, not
Oh man,
really, but
that's
that was the
good.
joke, and
Yo, Sherbert.
he would really freak out as a kid if you ever called him that. Like he'd try to fist fight you. It was just the best thing ever.
Oh man,
And I forget what I don't really remember any other contenders for like Brendan or Connor, like what their names were. But yeah, I mean they're all just Irish, so you know.
is that story your dad tells? Is that a true story with the
Which
flub on
one?
the birth certificate?
Which one?
The birth certificate of you?
Oh, what, my name?
Yeah.
What's that one? I don't know.
I don't know. It's like he might have told it to Sam. It's like maybe like they spelled it wrong.
Oh, I know he has some joke he likes to tell.
Yeah, it could be one of.
Um, I'd tell it on here, but it's a little on the edge. Maybe I might leave that one out. It's not
Yeah, yeah.
very
Let's keep this one.
not very appropriate.
I do
But
have a good. I do
I
have a
think I know
good.
the story he's referring to. Actually,
I have Sam was like we ran into your dad and Sam was like I saw that picture of you on during Mummers and he's like what picture? And she's like where you're like laying on the ground and then he's like I don't know that picture. And then she was like, "Oh no!" He was like, "I wasn't drinking or nothing." And I was like, "She was, yeah, you're like celebrating." And he's like, "Oh, cool, cool, cool." And then we leave ShopRite, and they text me, "Hey Nick, can you send me that picture?" And
oh,
I
okay.
just I never answered.
Because from my point of view, I got a text after that. Hey, can you send me that picture of me laying down? And I responded, I don't really know what you're talking about, but here's a bunch of pictures I took of you that day. But I know what she's referring to. I think like on my Snapchat, he was like celebrating. He was doing the celebration
Was
for
he
Miracle on Ice that Coach Herb Brooks does when he goes out
okay?
into the hallway. And he's like, yeah, because he doesn't want to celebrate around his players because he's this big tough guy, and he's like, so he celebrates in private. So he did that, but yeah, I totally know what she's
So I
she's
guess
talking
that's what
about.
she.
But
I
yeah,
had
yeah,
no clue, and then I'm like, Sam. Now he's like texting me about the picture. I don't know if Kieran doesn't want him to have this picture or not.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
And
we're
then
all
I was
jammed up
just
here.
equally confused, not knowing what picture he was talking about. But
Yeah,
yeah,
send me
it's
the
really funny.
pictures.
Yeah, but
Here's
how?
here's everything I have of you lying down.
Yeah, seriously, these are all the pictures I have of you laying down over the years.
Tell me if these work. Oh man. I Two Fat Losers is going good. The podcast is solid. We you're on this is a tripod right now. So
Oh, that's cool.
Petty bought a couple tripods off Amazon.
Nice,
So
really into it.
USB mic. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we had Keller on. That was fun.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like
Sorry, I don't listen, but like, yeah,
I
that's
know.
awesome.
Yeah, I know. We touched on that in the last one. If you do want
Yeah.
to listen, if you do
Well,
want
I
to
mean,
listen, well, you're
if you
on the
do it
last one.
sometimes, yeah, if you do it sometimes like this, you just live it. But I will skim through and find
Skim
my part,
through.
like I did for the
We appreciate likes.
football game.
We like
Yeah,
likes
yeah,
on Instagrams and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I'll give you a couple. I think
Yeah.
it's right now. Am I still on it?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not.
we still got you. I think Petty thinks Petty thinks it's you're mad at him.
I definitely am, but you're right. But yeah.
And
Here's your
it's about his lack of motivation back then and his motivation now because he
well,
never wanted to do it.
no, no. He had a lot of harsh things to say about it. No,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he was just like, "Oh yeah, you guys doing that?" But we're like, "Yeah, man. If you ever want to come on, oh yeah, I'll see if I can find time for that."
I know.
But
So we yeah. So there's that there, and
yeah, I
he's into
definitely
it
miss
now.
it because it was such good times. Like how long do you think the gap was between, this? I guess you kind of call it like a third season. If we were doing like seasons of Podworthy and this, like, how long was that gap between that two and three? It's kind of like Curb. Take a little time off
Yeah,
and kind of
yeah.
do it whenever.
So the Stoller app, the Fred
Oh
Stoller app,
yeah,
that came out in 2023.
yeah.
So that's not too bad.
That's not
So
bad. Yeah,
that's only like I guess that's 2 years ago now, but
hmm that's crazy.
not
But I think the first app, like, if you
like
were going back to that
2018.
2018. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember like, oh my gosh, oh my God, it was like 4 apartments ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember where I did it, and it was just like, oh, just crazy. I remember,
Yeah.
I remember I walked back in. I was like, I think I just started a podcast. To all the people in the living room that day, they were like, "Hey, why were you just gone for a half hour?"
And then, oh man, I'm trying to think. It was like you went to the diner. That was the first one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Good
that was fun because
times.
like you like lived here, like you were living there, and then you lived here, like during the
Yeah,
podcast, and then we
yeah.
were
It'd be
in
fun to kind
studio.
of. We should do like a re-listen to all those old ones and just do
Dude,
like a little recap. That'd be funny.
I hate to dwell on the past. They're funny, they're
They
good,
are.
and it sucks because they had like I still think that it's a great podcast. It's a great
Yeah.
concept. It's a great one.
Yeah, there's some that are really ambitious. We're like, man, we're really trying something there, and maybe it was a little rough around
And
the edges, but like, there's
yeah,
some good
yeah.
jokes in that.
Not
So yeah, it
everything was
was,
gonna
it was,
stick.
yeah, and it was
It
tough
was
because
like think about the way I was honestly just thinking about it the other night. Think about it like this way. It was like we aired every sketch. Like SNL,
yeah,
like all the ideas, we just aired them all.
yeah,
Like we just thought of it. We're like, let's try it.
yeah, exactly. And you think about how many everybody, you're comparing yourself to like the best thing you saw on Saturday Night Live that week, and that was written by the best comedy writers in the country, and that still, like, even half of them didn't get their sketches on, and so yeah, it's like really good point that like we just
Yeah,
kind of did all of it. We definitely tried it, and sometimes some stuff didn't work, but yeah, there was some good stuff. Like
there's some good
I think I
stuff.
listened. I think there was one flight I took a while ago now, but like the only thing I had downloaded was Podworthy, so I listened to it, and I got a couple chuckles on the flight. So yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Even just what I did yesterday because I'm working on fixing the theme song for Two Fat Losers. So I went through the evolution of Podworthy themes, and
Mm,
uh, just the fact that we had Ted Williams from the start.
I
That
know.
was the
I
start
think
of the podcast.
yeah, that was. I mean, for some really good content. That guy is
What's he
a
doing now? Didn't you just
crooked
send me him?
murderer. Yeah, I think not too long ago, he's still out there trying to swindle somebody. He's just got his old antics. Um,
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't remember what the video was, but like it was like the same thing.
yeah, it was just like, hey, this guy remember this homeless guy that was famous for a little bit? He's promoting our donut shop, and it's just like, yeah,
Hey,
he's
hey,
gonna,
you want some donuts?
but
Tune
yeah,
in tonight at 9.
and he's eventually just gonna rob that donut shop because he's a crackhead.
Come on, man! There's an ATM if you want to go tap Mac and give me some
Come
cash.
on, I'll do some more commercials. No, I'm all right. I'm all right. Thank you
Just
though.
following you all around Columbus.
Oh yeah, that's where he got discovered in that one video, and I think that was like 2011. So this guy is just just famously homeless.
Famously homeless. And at
Hmm.
least we didn't you didn't run into Kai, the hatchet guy.
Oh yeah, is that guy dead?
Smash! Smash!
That guy's dead, right? I
He's
forget that
dead,
documentary.
yeah.
That's a
So
crazy
he
one.
yeah, because he killed someone and then he got caught and he was in Glassboro. And he was in the Ridge.
Oh my god, yeah, because I know the whole thing, crazy stuff went down, and he was in North Jersey. So
Wait,
yeah,
is he
that's
alive still? He might just be in jail.
I don't know. I think he's dead. I think
It's worth
I
a
think he's
Google.
dead.
Can
But
you Google
yeah,
that for us?
no, I just don't care enough. But that would be cool. Yeah,
Oh, it's good stuff.
yeah, but yeah, that's another crazy one. I actually watched a documentary last night. I don't know if you're watching these Peacock Saturday Night Live documentaries, but they had there's one just on the cowbell sketch.
Really?
It's just on the
Wait,
cowbell sketch.
I did not know about these Peacock Saturday Night Live
Yeah, it's
documentaries.
for the 50th. You got
That
it.
sounds
There's four
awesome. I think
episodes.
I'm going to tune in tonight.
And there's one that's just about music, and that's a good one too. But that's 2 hours, so I'm halfway through that one. I'll probably watch that after this. But yeah, the cowbell one was so good, and it was so it was originally earlier that season. Will put it at the writers' table as the Norm Macdonald episode, and it was Need More Woodblock. It wasn't a cowbell yet.
Need more woodblock.
And then one of the parts I thought was like the funniest was that the producer Bruce Dickinson,
Yeah.
he's just the guy. They got his name because they reissued the album in like 1998, and he was just the guy at Sony that reissued the CD. So he has nothing to do with the original.
That's where they got that name.
Yeah, so there's a real Bruce Dickinson,
Bruce.
and he's
I'm
like, yeah,
the Bruce Dickinson.
I didn't have anything to do with the original, but I love it. So yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. It's really good.
Have you watched the movie yet?
What
This
movie?
this is or this is Saturday Night, or I forget what the title's called.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did. I didn't really like it
Okay.
because it was based off a book, Live from Saturday Night, and it was basically like he did everything. The show takes place from like 10:30 to 11:30, and so he takes all these stories about like the beginning of SNL that happen at different times, and he just kind of mushes them into one. And I just don't think it's necessary to be like just the whole movie is just the hour before SNL goes on the
Okay.
air, and it's a little over dramatized, and it's just kind of like, oh, I know it didn't happen that way, so it kind of was like, but I mean, there's some funny parts in there. There's some good stuff. Did you watch it?
It just came to Netflix, so I was thinking about watching it.
Yeah, no, that's worth a watch for sure.
I'll definitely check it out.
It was I think the guy who did it is Jason Reitman, and his dad is Ivan Reitman, who wrote Ghostbusters. So I
Okay.
think it was like his passion project because his dad was friends with all these guys in real life.
You know what? I just side note. I was I'm on this page, Adam Ray, because I follow Adam Ray, so
Yeah,
or the
yeah.
comedy or the Comedy Store. So I see that like they had this like Steven Tyler benefit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he for his charity. And they tagged all these people, and they tagged this one person who I guess is now the piano player at, like, he's the piano player at the Comedy Store. Like they were there since the beginning. They died like a few
Oh,
years
really?
back, so they have a new one, and it's this girl. And it's like it was like thanks to her, thank you so much. Give a shout out to her. I'm like, who is she? Comedian? So I clicked it. I'm like, oh, she's like the piano player at the Comedy Store. And I'm like, why does she have like a few pictures of like Chevy Chase? And I'm like, why is she calling him dad?
Oh,
and and it's Chevy Chase's daughter.
no way. So she plays piano at the Comedy Store?
Yeah, and
Oh, no way.
yeah, and like he's at the Comedy Store like a decent bit. Like
Huh.
I didn't know that just from her. I went on her page and then like saw pictures.
Oh, man, we got to do another LA trip.
Oh, I know. Just wait until these fires cool down.
I know, yeah. Like, so did you guys do any type of like baby moon? Like, that's like a big thing now I'm seeing.
What
Like,
is
people
it?
take a baby moon, they'll take a trip like before the
Oh,
baby comes, and that's like their thing. I don't know if you guys.
you know what? Let's see. I don't know.
I
I'm
think
trying
you
to think.
guys might have inadvertently taken one to like a show or something.
I think we were like, when the baby was born, we kind of did a few trips.
Yeah, yeah.
We went to New Orleans.
Oh, that was
Uh,
after.
After the baby was born.
Oh, okay.
Nashville was after the baby was born. Uh, yeah, we went to well Nashville. Yeah, so we kind of did it after, and why I think that was great, cause is you guys. I'm like house court like Court's parents like good grandparents like you could dish them off.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So that's perfect because uh when they're this young, like it's I'm telling you, like where Lana's at right now, and even like when she hit the 1 year mark, it's like it's so much harder. Like you could just dip when they're like 2 months old, and it sucks not seeing them for a few days. But they really don't have a clue. They have no.
Yeah,
They really
yeah.
have no clue.
No,
So like, we just like went away for like 3 4 days, like twice, and it was kind of nice.
nice. That's
Now
cool.
she's like, yo, where's mom? I'm like, oh, if you know that.
Yeah, yeah. She knows what's up now. She's like, it's been 2 days.
Yeah, it's been
Like,
two
you
days, dude.
can't
What's
get it
going on?
past her. Yeah, yeah. I originally wanted to do like a cross country road trip, and I was thinking like, what if we get an RV, and that way, like, and then I was like, that might be a little expensive, like the RV thing. I've always wanted to do it, but I mean, it's a lot of driving, so maybe that's out. Like if you're pregnant, you probably don't want to be in a car that long. But I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't. I know, like, because like I know, like, can't like I guess like flights they could only be like more like towards the end, like 7 8 months is like probably I guess you don't want to fly.
Yeah, you get that cut off at a certain point. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I'm pretty sure like my brother, like Phil, like I think they took a little Disney trip, or no, they took a LA trip.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little baby moon.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I loved LA. Just love to go to the comedy store again. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, and Austin is really just popping off now.
Yeah, my cousin just got accepted to University of Texas
Texas,
in
nice.
Austin, and I was like, man, Austin's the place to be. Good for him. Like that place is that where Joe Rogan does?
Yeah, so it was always like because like they always have like the South by Southwest festival. So like
Hmm.
and like you always like the hipsters, like it was kind of like the Portland of the South for the last 10 years.
Yeah, I think
Like
like ever since South by Southwest, I want to say like late '90s, early 2000s, because I had a coworker who was from Austin, and she was saying how much she hates it now because it's like the town
it's
she
not.
grew up in, she can't
Yeah,
even afford to live in.
yeah. So like that happened, and then like comedy clubs started emerging, and then like Rogan opened the Mothership, which like if you see it, like it is just like it's a spawn of the Comedy Store in a good way.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's like very Comedy Store like, and like he opened it, and I'm pretty sure there's like a I think I forget what the street, maybe it's like Sixth Street or something. But like yeah, it's just one street, and like it's like it seems like a good place. Seems like a good place. May take go John's bachelor party.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be sick. I know he wants to do a little retreat. He wants to do a little a wellness retreat.
Yeah, yeah, good for him. I know he was wanted to do that silent meditation he saw, so I think it'd be great.
He wanted to do the Aaron Rodgers
Yeah,
ayahuasca.
yeah, the whole thing. Really
Yeah.
find himself.
I started watching like Aaron Rodgers documentary on Netflix.
Oh, I did too. Only the first one.
Yeah, yeah, and like I started like I was like, what's going on here? I might have been a little out of it, like a little like I might have smoked before,
Yeah.
and like I was like, what? Wait, what? And I just turned it off. I was very confused.
Yeah, you're kind of like, oh, Aaron's kind of out there.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
he's a
funny
little out
because it
there.
takes place during the season where he gets hurt immediately.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
like
really
it
funny
starts
to,
with him like not taking the COVID vaccine.
yeah, yeah, crazy. And he's definitely an out there guy. But I wanted
Yeah.
to get to the second ep. I actually, well, on my flight to Seattle, I have a thing now where I have a show that I only watch when I'm on an airplane. So the show for me is BoJack Horseman, which
Is it?
yeah. So I didn't. Have you seen all that?
I saw the first season, and like I feel like
Exactly, me too.
yeah,
I
I
didn't
feel like they
really
weren't gonna
love
do
it.
anything after it.
Yeah, I didn't really. I was like, oh, it's okay. Like after the first
Yeah,
couple eps, but now I only watch it on planes, and I just got through the first season, and I'm like, I actually like it, but I'm saving it for the next flight. So I'm just gonna watch it slowly over the course of like years,
yeah.
I guess.
And the one passenger died watching BoJack Horseman. Too soon. Have you ever watched Bill Burr's F is for Family?
uh,
That's like another one. Like I think I watched the first season, and like
when it came out, I think I did. I can't say I've seen the whole season. I think I've seen a couple eps. I remember liking it, but I don't know. Something with animation for me is a little tough to get into. Like
you got
I have my old school classics like Family Guy and Simpsons that I can just watch every episode. But something about like new animated shows, I'm like, I don't like the drawings.
it's the
I'm very
animation,
critical of
right?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
So that's
something
why I
about the
didn't.
animation.
Yeah, for the longest time, I didn't like Rick and Morty, but then it's just so funny. Rick and
That's
Morty's
honestly
great.
more. I could feel that more than like yeah, like F is for Family. It's like who's drawing this, guys?
Yeah,
It looks a
yeah,
little
something
too
about
like King of the Hilly to me.
yeah. I didn't like King of the Hill as a kid.
Hated
I
King of the
like
Hill,
it
and it's
now
not
that
bad.
I
It's a funny show.
yeah now that I know it's like the Office people. Like I go back and look at it and I'm like, oh, I get it more now. But yeah, it was just God. I had such good TV shows. Like when I grew up, it was The Simpsons and King of the Hill every night, and then before that or after was Malcolm in the Middle, and that was the Fox lineup. So the Fox lineup was really just fire back in the day.
Yeah, it was
And
animation
then
domination, right?
yeah, and then when
After
that
football.
'70s show started to come out, that was such a great um, what's the word when they syndication when it came on to syndication, like they had like all the episodes, like it was on Comedy
Yeah,
Central or whatever. That was such a good show that you could just throw on at any time, and it was just funny. Like it's not like that anymore. Like I think it's on Peacock, but that's about it. You know what movie I can't find
what?
on anything, and it should be on. I feel like this was always on TV as a kid, but I can't find it. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I
It's not
can't
on.
find. You can't find it on any streaming service.
No, because I
Um,
actually had never really seen it until I like kind of more recently. So that whole Reese's Pieces part, I didn't get. Like, I just thought that was funny in The Office. I didn't
yeah,
realize he loves Reese's Pieces.
yeah, dude, that's such a good movie, and I watched it so much as a kid, and I can't find it on anything to watch it because when I went out to Seattle, I was like, oh, dude, these are some ET trees, like the real big ones, like the ones we don't get out east, like
We don't get these out east.
the giant sequoias, the red oaks, those real big ones. Like when he's flying away, when he's on the bike, he's flying over all those like trees. Like I don't know, I really appreciate it, but I cannot
E.T.
find that movie anywhere.
Nah, that's gonna be like a movie. I feel like you don't get to stream it on anything, and like it comes on like AMC once a year.
I
Like
know, I know. Yeah, you got to find it like that, and I can't find it.
on New Year's Day, something weird.
Yeah, like just July weekend. That is it, and even that it was like from 2 to 5 in the morning.
Just looking at Petty, really. I'm looking at Petty. Looking at Petty. I mean, like the one in the picture right here.
Yeah. Oh, that's so classic.
He's like got a sweat going on. He's dancing.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so
Oh
good.
shit! You know what? I may have. I can't tell. This may have been a photo. This may be a Photoshop. Like I may have took him from that night
I think so.
and put him somewhere else.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what happened.
Oh man. Almost game week.
Almost there.
Dun, dun.
Oh, can't wait, man.
Man, there's so much shit. Like so much shit. I just want it to be game week. It's like seeing like, oh, well, he's the best Spags, best defense coordinator ever.
I
Like,
know. I was watching I watched this whole video on just like Vic Fangio versus Mahomes, and it was just like every time they played, and he's never beaten them, but he's always had like really shitty offenses. But he's gotten progressively better every time they played. Like the QBR for Mahomes has went down every time. So we got to win it. We got to win it all,
when
man. Like I'm really, you know what I did last time? I think I was telling you this last time the Eagles were in the Super Bowl, but there's a lot of Eagles related movies and TV shows you can watch. You know,
like
you
Tony
got
Danza.
you got Invincible. I mean, three of the six are Vince Papale related movies, but I mean, you got the garbage kicking field goal guy. You got
Yeah,
Silver Linings Playbook. You got Invincible. You got Always Sunny. The gang gets invincible,
the
and
gang.
then
Yeah,
you got Always Sunny. The gang wins the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Hmm.
That is arguably like that was like he had Kelsey do the speech in the costume. Would you say, or would you?
In the Always Sunny or what? In the
No, in real life in the parade. Would you say
oh
like
yeah,
the mother's costume? Is that the correct
yeah.
phrase?
It's specifically from Avalon String Band's 2008 performance, "Ireland of Leprechauns." I'm like the only person in the world that knows that's not the correct hat that goes with the rest of that suit. So
Oh, he took what he got.
yeah, I
Oh,
remember. I
but that
remember
was
being in Avalon's clubhouse, and they were, you have so many of these costumes. You eventually have to throw them away, as heartbreaking as it is, because they're so nice. And I remember being like, man, whatever you do, just don't throw away the Irish ones. I remember saying that to somebody.
don't throw away the Irish ones.
Yeah, yeah, and that became like that's the most famous mummers costume of all time. I remember I was in Seattle, and
Big
I'm
topic of this episode, Seattle.
yeah. I'm in Seattle, and I'm at the bar, and Jason Kelsey's doing that late night show he's doing, and he's in like a really fake version of the costume. But the girl behind me goes, "Oh, that's Jason's parade costume," and I was just like, man, it's such a weird moment for me. Like, I have such
It's
connection.
actually my old string band's costume.
It's actually Avalon 2008. That's the costume, and the hat doesn't go with that jacket. Like,
That doesn't
could
go
have
with
been
the
a
jacket.
much different conversation, but like, yeah, it was just so
And,
cool.
and then he was in the Sunny episode, right?
Yeah, he was him and Bo Allen. I'm pretty
And
sure.
and I think that was the start of Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, like that was kind of his first. Just besides post game press conferences and all that stuff, that was like his first. I don't know, kind of like getting out there.
Yeah, he's like a legend after that point. Like he was. People wanted him traded the year before.
Hmm.
People wanted him traded in like 2016, 2015.
Yeah, when our offensive line was really bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had like the worst offensive line until one day we just had the best.
It was like, no, it's what we have. It's really good too.
Yeah, yeah. Like when Lane Johnson, got up there, and I remember just like right post Todd Harriman's era, because we would
Oh,
have all these little individual
what are we gonna
superstars
do about Hermans?
on the O line, but we didn't have like a solid core there. And then it just got good. They got good.
I did you see the it just came out like a couple hours ago. It's like we're gonna play in with the Eagles versus the Rams in Australia, 2026.
Yeah, I didn't like that, and then I was like, oh, I guess Mailata's from there, so I
Yeah,
mean,
like
cool
I
for
like
him.
it for
If anybody's
Lada.
gonna play there, I guess it's gonna be us.
I like it for Lada, but do like they get like an extra week in between? Like that, that's a
That's
two
a
day
long
that's a
flight.
2 day flight, dude.
That's a
It's like a
long
day flight.
flight. Like I think those London flights are only like 10 hours, and that's it's
Yeah,
not
I think
great, but
from here it might be seven to 10.
yeah, damn, that's a lot. Like that's got to be. I mean, we already started the season in Brazil. Like.
Yeah, like I mean,
And that's crazy enough because remember, like they were like, "Oh, we're not really allowed to do anything besides go to the
yeah.
hotel and play football." And this team
Which
has overcome so many obstacles this year.
also if you want do you want TikTok?
No, not really. I'm good with it. When I had it, I didn't use it.
Well, so I figured out a little. I mean, it was very easy to figure this out. But the day that I couldn't use that app, CapCut, I just downloaded a VPN app and just switched my location to France, and I was
Mm.
able to use it again.
Mm.
Yeah, so it was nice.
Might see if that works for me. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll try
so
that.
I'll send you the app.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm on 6%, so I might just bounce. But I feel like this is a good place to wrap up.
Do you want any
I feel
final
like this was
thoughts?
pretty solid. Yeah, what are you doing? Are you doing a bit with the water? That's my final thought. Like, and every picture I see, like, there's always an essential water.
Yeah, it's they sponsor the pod, but we're losing money because they're not technically a sponsor.
Because Courtney was like, "Why does he have an essential water in every pick?" And I was like, "It's probably a bit he's doing." I was like,
Yeah,
I know him. I
yeah.
think it's essential
Every
water."
time Penny's like, no, make sure, make sure the logo, make sure, or sweet.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good because I mean, it's got us talking. So
and
I
that Keller pick, I didn't think it was that promiscuous when we took it,
mean,
but it seems like everyone else thinks so. So
oh yeah.
that's all I have. It was happy we got to do this. Happy that you came on. Last question: are you like under a blanket?
No, I'm just in a hoodie, but I don't know. I don't want all the lights on because we don't even have blinds. We only have like one curtain up, and I put the
So
curtain up.
everyone would see you.
Curtain rod is like the extent of my handyman abilities. Like it is really
Just
like,
extending them out.
yeah, because you had to keep the whole thing level, so you got to really do these four individual holes, but they all got to be level when you put it in. I was like, oh my god, it's a fucking nightmare, dude. Like it was just, oh yeah, like it was tough. Like I mean, it's level, like it worked. I did everything, but like, all right, you hold this and then put the thing up and make sure it's in the center. And it's just like, oh my god, so much work. But and then we put them up, and then the curtains were too short, and it looked terrible. So we had to take them back, and then we were back to no curtains. And I'm just like, our neighbors must be thinking like, what are these people doing? I can just see in their house every day. And they have
What's going
curtains
on with
for
our
a
new
day
neighbors?
and then they just go back. It's great, dude. I haven't met anybody, and I love that. That's the kind of neighborhood I'm looking for, where everybody's here if I need them, but nobody's here, and I don't need any of them.
Nice. You don't need them. When you need them, you'll need them.
Yeah, exactly. They're there. They'll be there for me when I need them, but not yet. Until then.
All right. It's been fun.
All right, it's been real. Felt like old
Petty,
times.
say goodbye. All right, cool. I'll see
All
you.
right, yeah, we'll see
Peace.
you.